Welcome to our Week 8 edition of Friday Night Football. I'm Derek Bayne. He is Ethan Wiles, and here we go, getting into the nitty-gritty. Playoff spots, conference titles, all on the line in the second to last week of the regular season.
And our game of the week features the two teams tied atop the NUIC standings, meeting up for sole possession of first place heading into the final week of the season.
Friday Night Football's Game of the Week is brought to you in part by Feldco, Rockford's home renewal experts.
Unbeaten Stockton making the trip to face one-loss Dupac at Durand's Legion Field. Homecoming in Durand on a beautiful night. This one was a defensive battle until the second. Dupac's Lucas Rosso takes it, and he scampers 92 yards to the house. Dupac goes up 6-0 after a missed two-point conversion. But Stockton, well, they would answer. Under a minute to go till half, Noah Larson rolls to his left and lobs it up for Jack Mensendijk. He hauls it in and runs for the rest of the way. Stockton gets in and ties it at half after they too miss a conversion at 6-6. Dupac would retake the lead in the second half thanks to this Tyler Tunak touchdown run. This time they convert and go up 8. It's 14-6. Whenever the Blackhawks were down, though, this connection seemed to get them right back into it. Larson rolls right this time and hits Mensendijk again. He goes in and gets headbutted after the score. Don't hurt your teammate there, young fella. Stockton pulls it within 2. The Rivermen trying to keep their fourth quarter drive alive, but Rosso is stopped. The Blackhawks defense comes up clutch on fourth down. But there's a reason that the Bears have given Sean Downing the Coach of the Week award, because he can lead his team back, and that's just what they did tonight. They use almost all of the fourth quarter to drive down the field and punch it in. Mark Detweiler gets in. Stockton moves to 8-0 on the season. They win at 18-14. Those Blackhawks fired up after their win on the road tonight.
Love that energy. Now, Rochelle hosting Ottawa. The Hubs honoring Dylan Manning, their player who suffered a brain injury a couple of weeks ago and is still in the hospital after multiple surgeries. You see the shirts, the signs all around the stadium. Hubs strong, and they're praying for Dylan, and we are too. Keep fighting, Dylan. And as for the game tonight, Rochelle starting the game with the ball. Tyler Gensler taking the pitch, picking up the first down. Later on the drive, Ottawa forces a third and short. Roman Villalobos picking up the first down. Those Hubs just keep on moving the chains. They march all the way down the field, and it's Villalobos finishing off the drive for the Hubs' early touchdown. They had plenty of those in the game, and the defense stepping up as well. Ottawa trying to move the chains, but the Purple People Eaters, look at that defense over Rochelle. They were shutting them down in this one as the Hubs take the big win, 42-3.
Over to some 8-man football. Undefeated South Beloit hosting an improved West Carroll team on senior night. Sobos get going early. West Carroll forced to punt, and it's the freshman A.J. Gibson. Takes it at midfield, weaves his way, takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Sobos. They go up by 6 in the first. However, West Carroll looking to answer. 3 plays later, Winter Harrington hands it off to Cohen Good. And well, Cohen Good, well, he's good. He runs it all the way to Respond Thunder. Would go up by 1, and they don't stop there, winning this one 41-22.
Orangeville and Rockford to face Christian Life. Willie Guy, the acting head coach, as Todd Kramer at his daughter's wedding this weekend. Big congratulations to the Kramer family. The Broncos hand it right to Hayden Schofield. He punches it in for a quick 6-0 lead. And elementary night at Christian Life, the young cheerleaders, the camera presence there, smiling when they notice it. The Eagles with the ball, and it's a fumble right there. Orangeville's Nathan Briggs pounces on it, giving them some good field position, and that leads to this. Oscar Bissell taking it in for the touchdown run as the Broncos cruise 56-29.
Staying with the 8-man action, Polo heads out east to Kirkland. They faced Hiawatha. In the first quarter, J.T. Stevenson going to run it up the gut himself, but he loses the ball. That one is recovered by a hungry Hawks defense. And they took over, and Tim Pruitt got to work, dodging multiple Marcos and picking up a first down for the Hawks. Later in the first, though, J.T. Stevenson would punch it in for the Marcos' first score of the game. Mercer Mumford would extend the lead on a 2-point conversion. Polo rolled over Hiawatha 54-14.
Well, that's a strong start to Week 8, but there's plenty more football to cover. Next up, we head to the Nick 10 with some important games on the schedule. Stick around, more F&F is coming right up.
You're watching Friday Night Football with 13 WREX.
We are back now with some Nick 10 football, where Belvedere North is ranked 5th in the state in 5A with an unblemished record so far.
But Hononegah has won 3 in a row since starting the season 2-2 and looking to lock up a playoff spot. Blue Thunder heading to Kelsey Field to face the Indians in a great atmosphere, and this was a great finish. Start this one 7-7 in the second. Drew Shockley giving it to Brady Jarvis. He leaps over the end zone. Indians go up by 7. Beautiful night out there, and the cheerleaders love being out there on such a warm night. Belvedere North responds later in the second after working all the way down the field. That's Andrew Bucci just sneaking over the goal line himself. It's tied at 14 going into the break. In the third, Hononegah kicks a field goal to make it a 3-point game in what would be a big deciding factor at the end of this one. Later in the third, Bucci pitches it out to Ben Bucher. He does the rest. Simply doing what he's done all year long. Roams into the end zone. It's 21-17.
Can't stop him.
We go to the fourth now. Shockley doing what he has done all game. Sneaking it over the line. Hano goes back up by 3, and he is fired up. We got a good one brewing in Rockton. North threatening again on the other side of the field. Bucci rolls in around the scrum. Gets in for the touchdown. The Blue Thunder survive and stay unbeaten. 27-24 the final.
What a game. And Harlem trying to keep pace at home against Boylan and try to set up that big showdown with North next week. The Huskies rolling. They hand it off to Dwayne Broom. And he's weaving his way in and out of the D. Picks up a big 30-yard gain into the red zone. And that has Jim Morrow on his Huskies to finish off the drive. And they do just that. Braxton Fawcett, the young quarterback for Harlem, he rolls out, finds Caleb Gay for the touchdown. The Huskies cruise 49-7 to set up a showdown for that Nick 10 title with Belvedere North next week.
Speaking of Belvedere, they were hosting Auburn at Funderburg Stadium. I know you mentioned North, but we're going to go to Belvedere. In the first half, Xavier Lynn showed off his speed, juking multiple Buck defenders on the way to a Knights first down. Then Auburn making it down to the red zone before Peter Eziagulu faked out everyone to tie the game at 14, and on the ensuing kickoff, it's an onside.
Woo!
He picks it up and takes it himself. He's having a great night out there on the Bucs' next possession. Nicholas Alvarez would have a big play of his own, running through the Knights defense for a big gain, and then shows off his best Jalen Hurts impression there with a tush push to give the Bucs the lead, but Auburn wasn't done. Xavier Lynn tossed the ball to Gavin Sanders. Gavin Sanders can find the end zone, we know that. And he does just that, but tied at 36, 4 seconds left. Leo Andrade out for the kick, and he boots home the game-winning field goal. A walk-off winner for Belvedere, 39-36.
It's a walk-off. Freeport and Jefferson both need to win their final 2 games to become playoff eligible. An elimination game here. Homecoming in Jefferson. Jeannie Chunlamuntri and Elizabeth Luna, your Jayhawk royalty. Freeport with the ball at the 5 after recovering a fumble, but the Jayhawk D slams the door on 4th down, keeping it a 10-0 Jefferson lead. Freeport defense, though, playing tough too. Jefferson goes deep, but Caden Mullins, the athletic play at midfield to pick that one off. And Cody Casaza, he's just trying to keep his team steady and give him a chance here as the Pretzels go to the air. Couldn't get much going offensively till this play. Thomas Olson to Caden Mullins deep down the sideline for the big gain. And like that, let's go to the air again. Olson to Demarion Douglas in the end zone. And that cuts it to a 10-6 game. Cheerleaders ready for a good finish. Freeport, the ball back. Chance to go win it with about 5 minutes to go, but the Jayhawk defense shutting them down. Jefferson wins it 10-6, and they have a chance to become playoff eligible for the first time since 1993 if they can beat Auburn next Thursday. Well, after 9 games of highlights, you might think we're wrapping up. No, not yet. Stick around. We head to the Big Northern Conference for more games, plus our play of the week. That's all when F&F returns after this timeout. That's the kind of energy we bring you here on F&F. Always love to see a program that's been down for so many years doing well. Jefferson put themselves in a position to make the playoffs with a win in Week 9. But here in Week 8, North Boone and Stillman Valley coming into the week with 4 wins to their credit, needing 1 more to get into the playoff picture. And wouldn't you know, those 2 teams meeting up in Stillman Valley. North Boone looking to build on a lead here as they are running it. They appear to fumble, but the refs say that knee is down. And Stillman coaches, Mike Lawler and company, they're not happy with that call. But North Boone, they're taking advantage. Eli Bryan punches it in, and it's 14-0 Vikings. After punting the ball back, Stillman Valley looking for a 4th down stop, and well, they get that. Check out Guillermo Collada on the stop. eating them up right there for the stop. Stillman with the ball now trying to convert on 4th down, but they get stopped as well here. The defense playing big for North Boone.
Holding on to that jersey.
Coming out inspired as North Boone wins 26-0 to get that much needed 5th win as they have Byron coming next week.
Speaking of 5 wins, Oregon was looking for their 5th win, taking on Winnebago tonight at home. Winnebago put up a great fight in the first half, though. Sophomore Bryant Beck hauling in the pass from Caden Langhall for the score against the tough Oregon defense. And Oregon with the ball back, senior running back Keaton Salisbury finds a hole against the Winnebago defense, and they would exploit it. Lots of back and forth action. Winnebago kicking off the second half with a touchdown. Nolan Hogden with the catch for the score for the Indians. The Hawks go on to win a close one, though, taking down Bago 20-18, going to the playoffs.
All right, now to Byron. The Tigers looking to stay unbeaten, hosting Rockford Lutheran at Everett Stein Stadium. Byron, well, they're coming out of the gate strong in this one, and they don't look back. Senior Caden Considine doing what he does best, going to the end zone for the touchdown right out of the gate. His teammates loving it. How about the recovery on the kickoff there from Landon Bonvalet, and that gets the ball right back for the Tigers. Dawson Criddle takes it right in for the score as Byron. They were up 21-0 just about 3 minutes into the game, and they roll 77-0.
A lot of miles put on the field there. We saw lots of great high school football action tonight. Only one play can be our play of the week. We go back out to
Belvedere, Funderburg Stadium, tied at 36, 4 seconds to go. Leo Andrade boots home the game-winning field goal, and Belvedere walks it off 39-36. Shout out to Bucks AD Josh Sternquist for the video. What a night of high school football. Great action all around the area. One more game coming up tomorrow between Guilford and East. And that's going to be on the E-Rabs home field for the first time in about 60 years. For Ethan Wiles, I'm Derek Bayne. Thanks for watching.